An important aspect of property management is dealing with defects. So in this tutorial, we'll look at how RentPro can assist in streamlining this process. The first thing that we need to do is to define our suppliers or subcontractors. These are individuals or firms that are employed for our property maintenance jobs. We can add a supplier by selecting suppliers in the main menu bar and then clicking on Add Supplier. Very little information is required here, just a name and an address. But we'll also define the trade and email address. There are a couple of flags or checkboxes associated with suppliers that I'll draw your attention to. These are text tickets and email tickets. Tickets is the term we use for jobs or maintenance issues within RentPro, and the text and email ticket flags allow you to automatically notify a supplier of a new item of work when a ticket is assigned to them for action. Right, that's all the info we require, so I'll store the details by clicking on Add Supplier. We'll now record and process a maintenance issue. I can do this by selecting Trouble Tickets and then clicking on Add Ticket. We specify the property for which the maintenance issue relates, and then also add a brief description, in this case, repaint exterior of house. When we've that done, we can click on Add Ticket. As we can see, the ticket has now been raised. The next thing that we need to do is to select a supplier to perform the works. We do this by selecting our supplier from the drop-down list and then clicking on Assign Ticket. When the work is complete, we can record the actual cost of the works, say £260, and click on Complete Ticket. So all in all, you can see it's a fairly straightforward process. Now let's have a look at how we record a payment out to the supplier. As it's a financial transaction, we'll access the bank area of RentPro and select Supplier Transactions. We then identify our supplier by starting to type their name. When it appears in the drop-down list, hit Return on your keyboard. We can see the ticket that has been completed by the supplier and is awaiting payment. I'm going to make full payment, so I'll click Pay in Full. All that remains to do is to complete the payment details and then click on Submit. It's a nice touch to send a statement to the supplier along with the payment. We can do this by selecting Reports from the main menu bar and clicking on Supplier. We then select our supplier and click on Next. Only one supplier report is available, so I'll click on Next again. I'll select this month as the date range and click Next again. And here's our supplier statement. It details the completed trouble ticket and the payment made in relation to this. As you can see, we have an option of printing or emailing this statement.